I guess I should put this class domino on her, by the way. I already didn't do that, go into this dungeon, but it's fine. Want to escape. Third time's a charm. So the scripts for running in this game are like incredibly complicated and also very, very bugged. And I think the reason that like every third attempt at running always succeeds is something they put in there to kind of compensate for the fact that running is bugged. So every time you run, the chance is supposed to, it's supposed to go up, and then your chance is supposed to go up every person in your party who's like critical hit points or dead, and all this like complicated stuff, and none of that crap works. All right, so the words you want to push here are in the following order: red, well, crap. That was my joystick. I'm blaming the controller there. Okay, so the orders you want to, the words you want to click in this order are red, climbing, I, is, look, beneath this. This is actually a pretty easy to brute force puzzle, because the first three like choices, the first three like decision points, it's the first choice. So you basically just have to more or less brute force the 4th, 5th, 6th, and then 7th. And then you see that on the ground there, you can see the little hole. And we are almost out of this dungeon. There is one more thing to do in here, and that is look behind this tombstone right here. And get ourselves a wisdom fruit, which you should not use. Wisdom fruit in this game are extraordinarily rare. AP restoratives in general are pretty rare in this game. At least good ones. You can fish up bad ones. Like the rainbow trout restore 5 AP, for example, but I mean, 5 AP is not enough to be worth it. Wisdom seeds are kind of worth it. They restore 20. But no, really, you should just save your wisdom fruits for like the final boss. Or tough bosses in general. Like, there are ways you can get more wisdom fruits. There is the copy shop. Copy, C-O-P-Y, not coffee. Copy shop, for example. I always come here for the fresh croissants. Croissant. We get some Moxa. Moxa is one of the only items in the game that raises your willpower stat. So your there are several like hidden stats for every character. So every character has a more or less hard-coded accuracy stat, dodge stat. What else? It's accuracy, dodge, reprisal rate, and a willpower. The only one of those that you can actually alter is willpower, and only through, well, permanently only through the Moxa item. There are accessories that basically affect all of those stats and skills and accessories. So there's a buff you can apply to yourself, like later, that you could later do, and you know, I kind of lost that train of thought. Like I said, it's actually like almost 1 a.m. and I apologize if I sound a little scatterbrained. It's because I am. Let's see. I do want to like open these up. Let's get this bread. Let's see, what items do I have listed here? I actually don't have the items that you can get here listed. The big one is the Moxa. But you can get like all kinds of bread, because apparently like the main export of Windia is just bread. Like this entire like level of the town is just all bread. Gotta get those carbs loaded. Yeah, it must be your mistake. So there are a couple of really good stores here. One of the things you need to... This is supposed to be like Sten hitting on a lady. Little cameo. Just can't trust him. I don't think you can... Yeah, you can't interact with the little ones in here. We don't need to save, and we don't need to stay at the end. Well, that's incredibly rude. I'm patrolling this here sandwich. Yeah, I wasn't sure which one of those two girls I had talked to, because they're identical. Yeah, but if you go around talking to all the NPCs and stuff, this guy right here is the biggest clue about what happens to, like, Tipo. Essentially, Tipo tried to break into this person's house and got the shit kicked out of him. But we want to come in here for the ammonia. There are a few stores here. And this one, I don't think sells anything too critical. Yeah. Make sure you do have some bait, though, before you continue on. You don't have any. Free herb, always nice. So, the claymore here is the most powerful weapon that you can buy for like a seriously long time. It is the second most powerful weapon available to Ryu in the entirety of the first, like, half of the game, I would say. It does cost 2,500 zenny, which is a lot. I need to have, I think, 1,200-ish zenny for the next section to make sure I have all the weapons I need. One of the things you can do is sell your old armor here. And you can sell your silver knives, because the silver knives are worth 700 apiece. There is another silver knife later if you want to buy a claymore. Let's see. The question is, do I want to buy a claymore? I haven't really decided. So that'd be 1,400. So that covers my needs in the town I need. So, okay, so if I can get up to 2,500 here, then I will go ahead and get the claymore. I don't need none of this. Could sell that soul gem. But let's just sell these gems and this firecracker. Purchase ourselves a claymore. Yes, please. Thank you. Now, in this place, they sell accessories. Now, this is the armor shop. I don't want to buy any armor here. In the next town, there is actually a discount you can get. It makes getting armor and stuff cheaper there. So, like, hold off. I do actually want to purchase... Just go ahead and sell that plate. It's not worth anything. Sell that. While I'm here, I want to see about getting some life sandals. I would like 2 pairs if I could swing it. Trying to think here. Probably should have bought the sandals before I bought the claymore, but I already didn't do that, so let me get rid of all this stuff that I don't need here. And it's fine. The reason it's fine, because I just remembered we've got to go back and gain 3 levels for Nina, so... That's actually a really good and insightful thing to say, surprisingly. So, kid number 1's over here. And he's a crybaby. Let's see. So all the kids are on this screen. It's 2 girls and 2 boys. And the last one, didn't mean to go in there. Down there by the... around here somewhere. There she is. I know she was in between one of these houses. Yeah, he got beat up. Poor Tipo. I feel like Tipo, like, got a pretty, like, hard life lesson being on his own. Like... So, now we can leave the town, and what you're supposed to do is go down to the south there, and you can go into the road map there, and it triggers the next cutscene. But it's a point of no return. So we want to... take care of our business here before we do anything, you know. So I gotta talk to the master, gain 3 levels. It won't take but just a moment. And I would like to purchase 1 more life sandals, if possible. I should have enough money for that. I'm doing pretty good on money, actually. But this guy over here is... Durandal. He is the most useless master in the game. The only purpose he serves is to teach you actually a surprisingly useful ability. It's not good, but it's like got niche uses. But it also, so like the move is called Backhand, and what it does is it can't kill an enemy, so it will always leave them at least 1 hit point, so it's useful for certain situations, right? Like, later on, there's certain monsters, for example, that won't use their abilities unless they're at, like, really low hit points. So it's useful for getting them down to like 1 hit point, and then kind of get them below that threshold without having to worry about killing them. There's a mini game later where you have to train a guy, and it's useful for extending the sessions. Teach me Bone Dart. Teach me bone dart. Teach me bone dart. So, what else do we have left to do here? So, you don't have to purchase the claymore. Claymore is actually an extra weapon. There are 16 weapons that it's possible to have in your inventory by the time you get to the master that requires you have 15 weapons. And the claymore is a very expensive alternative. So, like, if you have missed a weapon somewhere, the claymore is a fallback, but it's not required. So I literally just bought it because I had the money, and it is the most powerful weapon that we can get for a very, very long time. The big downside, though, is it reduces your speed by 10. So, also the Midas Stone, like, I think it's 50% more money, but money's not a problem, so I never buy it. I don't buy it. Money's not a problem for me, at least. Yeah, we're done. So let's go talk to the master and get our reward of those 3 useless skills. Yeah, something about Durandal, like he always, like, if you don't know like what's going on in the game, it's like, oh yeah, well, like, clearly if you stick with him, something will happen. But the 3 skills he teaches are Unmotivate, Feign, Swing, and Backhand, and the only one that's good is Backhand. And finally, our actual prize, Backhand. Yay! Right. No. Until we meet again, which will be never, because I've already got all your skills, and you have no stat boosts. So Durandal is +0 to everything. So, alright, we are done for the night. Go ahead and save our games. And I'll see you guys next time on Breath of Fire 3.